Well, I probably should have had a plain background to be wearing this obnoxious shirt. I'm the librarian, and I came to read. But whatever, it is already done.
It's already done. Look at your neighbor and say, it is already done. Already done.
It's done, you know what I mean? I'm just gonna have to use this shirt as symbolism. Okay, this Forever 21 build shirt. I'm gonna have to just go ahead and say that a lot of your faves are playing checkers and I'm about to start playing chess. And the first person who is under threat of checkmate is Jennifer Lopez. And since we're apparently playing board games, I know that what will be playing at the Grammys are Ashanti's vocals while J-Lo performs. And it's absolutely no shade to Miss J-Lo's dancing skills. The girl can get up there, she can move and groove, but that's not what we're talking about right now. There are a lot of black legends that are still alive. I don't know if y'all thought that they like all passed away, or just because you've seen some shit in black and white you think they don't exist anymore, but I promise you that if you just go and ask around, says there are plenty of black legends alive who are willing and able to do this Motown tribute. Not only that, they have a closer connection to Motown, you know? And now somebody on Twitter, To Speak Easy, said, "Dear Grammys, out of Anita, Beyonce, India, Kelly Rowland, LaToya, Keisha, Mary, Rihanna, Toni, Mariah, Monica, Brandy, Jill, Diana, Faith, Patty, Gladys, Jennifer, Hudson, Jasmine Sullivan, Fantasia, Tamar, Kelly Price, you get Jennifer Lopez to do Motown? It's not adding up." I just want some of these artists to go ahead and read the room. I think that might be the theme for this video. Read the room, please. Before the room starts reading you. So now we'll switch gears and talk about something that the Grammys did right. Apparently Andra Day, Yolanda Adams, and Fantasia will honor Aretha Franklin by performing in a tribute. So that's the type of energy that I want to see. That's the type of energy you should have had with Motown. But if we're talking about a tribute like that, they're going to tear the house down. I'm literally getting goosebumps just thinking about how first Yolanda Adams gonna come down with a sickening ass run. Andra Day gonna hold that note for y'all life, and here comes Fantasia just yeah, she's going to shut it. She's going to shut it down. Okay, so that particular performance, I cannot wait. There have been a lot of performers, including Chloe and Halle, which I'll be talking about in a moment. The Grammys have made announcements saying these performances are gonna come out. It looks like it might be a interesting night. You know, it's not gonna be like, oh my God, but it looks like it's gonna be an interesting night. So I will definitely be tuning in. As usual, y'all can count on me roasting these award shows. It is what it is at this point. So just stay tuned. February 10th is when the Grammys come on. So girls, just prepare your wigs. So now I want to take a few moments to talk about Chloe and Halle. Chloe and Halle took their asses onto Essence magazine, and this is the cover. They look gorgeous. These are some more pictures. The girls are gagging, and I understand that, you have to stand. I understand that you have to stand talent. Of course, they had an article that accompanied this photo shoot, and they talked about being a black woman in the industry and their trajectory and their future and their artistry. So it was a cool read. I actually just saw a video on Twitter of them producing their own work and content. They're literally in the studio grinding hard. Their name is on every one of their songs. I was like, oh my God, y'all girls. Y'all are doing it. Y'all are doing it. The world has their eyes on you, so I know that y'all are excited about that. So I feel like there have been rumors about this going on for a minute, but Mariah Carey has apparently said, girl, I'm gonna go ahead and release this remix. She's gonna have Missy Elliott on there, apparently. She's gonna have Lil' Kim on there, and she's gonna have Cardi B on there. So I tweeted, I was like, girl, this shit's gonna eat up the charts. I feel like this is a very interesting mashup, but I also know that if this is done right, it could be a moment. Y'all need to make sure that you release a visual with that shit. Y'all have no choice at this point. You got fucking Missy Elliott, Lil' Kim, Cardi B, Mariah Carey. At this point, you have no choice but to, I hope that y'all are releasing a visual for this shit. If this shit is true. And it better be top notch. I mean, with Missy Elliott in the mix, I don't doubt that it will be, but I'm interested in seeing what this collaboration looks like. Let's switch gears and talk about Jess Hilarious. So Jess Ain't Hilarious took her ass onto her Instagram. I'm very surprised that it was her Instagram actually, because the way that she be up underneath the Shade Room comments, and that's exactly what this person pointed out. Mr. Taylor Gray pointed it out. He said, imagine having having to comment on the Shade Room 24/7 to keep the lights on. That was his Instagram comment. Now, she could have come back with that same type of energy of that, but a lot of times, you know, when people respond this viciously to one comment like that, it's because they actually told the true tea. Maybe sis needs to comment underneath the Shade Room so she can keep more of that same cesspool type of audience funneling into her Instagram account. Maybe that's what needs to happen. Maybe that's what keeps her afloat. I'm not sure. But that's what Taylor Gray said. He was like, girl, I don't know what's going on. And then so she commented back and said, yeah, imagine it, faggot. Now, you know that every time we talk about certain situations over here, especially if they're specific, I try to make sure that we're talking about the big picture as a whole, because it's not just Jess Hilarious, it's a lot of y'all. There's a lot of y'all. So what I found really telling was a lot of the black community's response to this, okay? Because they ended up sounding like the white supremacists that they hate so much, or that they claim they hate so much. Let's just go down the list. I heard some of y'all say, well, y'all gays use that word with each other. Why can't we use it on y'all? That was one I saw. I was like, girl, y'all don't hear how y'all sound? That don't sound familiar to you? Then they talk about, oh, well, the LGBT community is too sensitive and they are bullies. And I'm just like, that also sounds familiar, okay? When we're talking about real issues and then y'all just, oh, well, girl, y'all are too sensitive. I'm just like, sis, y'all are mad about us calling you out, and we are mad about us losing employment, our lives getting beat the fuck up, losing our homes, losing our families, the very people who are supposed to be blood, they discard us. And y'all are worried about us being mad at you for using a word. Y'all are worried about y'all hurt feelings. But what really got me is if Jess was white and she came down and said the N-word with the hard R in response to a comment like that, the black community would be up in flames. If any white celebrity commented with the N-word with the hard ass R, a lot of y'all would be going up talking about cancel, 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 cancel. So I'm trying to figure out why y'all don't have the same energy for a community which honestly is a part of the black community. Black LGBT people do exist. I'm wondering why y'all don't have the same energy, but I already have the answer. Y'all don't see us as human beings. You invalidate our experiences because you're grossed out by our sexuality, and you know, a lot of y'all are grossed out because white massa told you. White massa brought Christianity over here, indoctrinated it into y'all minds for generations, and then now y'all are using that to attack black people, attack black LGBT people, but y'all be saying, you know, Black Lives Matter. Only certain Black Lives Matter to you, and I understand it, but I just want y'all to keep this same energy when white celebrities say the N-word with a hard R. Keep the same energy. Because y'all are using the same exact arguments that they use. Y'all got enough rights. Y'all are more protected than straight people. I heard that argument too, and it's just like y'all don't even see that white people be using the same shit against black people as a whole, especially when they talk about things like affirmative action and in response to our critiques of their fucked up systems. They're just like, well, girl, y'all got black power, so it's just y'all don't even see that y'all are dividing the black community in the same way that white people are dragging minorities as a whole. So I hope that y'all come to terms with that fucked up ass shit, because I'm tired of dealing with it. Now Liam, he took his ass, and somebody said America is the only place where you can really get your ass up and talk about how you wanted to commit hate crimes and you wanted to murder people, and you would get a spot on GMA. Like that's the only place you would get a national spotlight on your ass, and people, you know, congratulating you for saying, like, I can't even imagine y'all are coming around here talking about, oh well, girl, I'm so glad that you didn't kill those niggas. I'm so glad, and y'all are congratulating this man, patting him on the back, and y'all keep talking about, oh well, this was just his past. He's just explaining how he grew as a person, and I'm just like, no, that's not what he's doing, because he's talking about, oh, it was wrong for me to seek revenge. No, sis, it was wrong for you to target random black people as if they were the person who allegedly did this heinous act to whoever the fuck you were close to. It was wrong for you to be racist. What are you talking about? And the kicker is that he said he went through all type of, I don't know, what the fuck ever. He said, I came to terms with it, I tackled it, and one of his methods for tackling his fucked up ass behavior is the fact that he power walked. He fucking exercised. Girl, Trayvon Martin, I mean, his birthday just passed. He was gonna be 24. He don't have the chance to fucking exercise because of white people like you, Liam, who decided that they want to take their ass and run up on any black person that they motherfucking see. And while y'all are over here screaming about Liam and protesting and mad as hell, weren't some of y'all the same ones in reference to this Jussie situation talking about, oh, well, girl, who really looks around for random black men to just assault? And here comes Liam ass telling you that he did. Now, let me tell you something. If Liam is telling us all all this shit, there is no telling how many of his actions he actually saw through. How much more sadistic shit he has in his fucking closet. Racist, sadistic shit, okay? So I'm not kissing nobody's ass. If you still can't understand the effects of your actions and what they fucking mean, what's to stop you from doing that dumb shit again? Because you clearly don't understand it, Leon. Get out of here. So if you guys thought that I was going to go ahead and watch the State of the Union, if you thought I was gonna watch a talking Cheeto, a walking carrot, speak for an hour and 22 minutes when we have all the information we need to know about the state of this fucked up ass union, you got another thing coming. The only thing I really did was, and you can look online, there are a lot of articles online fact checking every moment of this man's speech, and he lied about damn near everything, but that's not anything surprising. I'll give you just one example. This is coming from the Washington Post. He said the lawless state of our southern border is a threat to safety, security, and financial well-being of all Americans. We have a moral duty to create an immigration system that protects the lives and jobs of our citizens. Okay, so he's exaggerating. We all know that. But the Washington Post did research, and they said that in the year 2000, 1.6 million were trying to cross the border, and in fiscal 2018, it's just 400,000. So he like, those are the types of things. I'm just using one example because we can go all day with this man, but that's just one example of how he stretches and just ignores the truth. And we were expected to sit down and listen to it. I loved all the politicians who were stone-faced and just sitting down like, girl, when is this shit over with? It was fun to see, but what will be even more enjoyable is to see them actually, to see all of them stand up to his ass and create policies that actually are progressive. So yes, the faces are cute, but I want to see policy, so we just gotta keep going. We gotta keep going. And to contrast that, Stacey Abrams did a Democratic response to the State of the Union address, and for the most part, it was great, okay? She did what she had to do. She presented a clear vision of what she wants in the future, while this man was trying to legitimize his own presidency by stating, well, what we're doing. Like, girl, what plans do you have for the future? Even though I probably don't want to fucking know them. Stacey Abrams went in there and kind of spoke on behalf of the people, on behalf of all the people who are tired and fed up of the way that this country is being run and the isms that infect all of our lives. She spoke on behalf of us, and I think that she did a really great job. I will say though that this sarcastic clapping from Nancy Pelosi had me hollering. It had me hollering. She said, girl, you think you did a good job? You think you did a good job, little Donnie? Little Donnie? Nancy centrist Pelosi is really doing what needs to be done, at least in regards to dragging the shit out of Donald Trump. I wanted to give a quick update on the 21 Savage situation. Apparently he's in lockdown for 23 hours of the day. He can't communicate other than with his damn lawyers. There was a statement released by his lawyer, Charles Cook. Part of it says, as a minor, his family overstayed their work visas, and he, like almost 2 million other children, was left without legal status through no fault of his own. They said that his criminal record had been expunged in September. They also said the arrest is based upon incorrect information about prior criminal charges, and ICE is now refusing to release him on bond of any amount, despite the fact that he has a pending U visa application as a victim of a crime, and that he has relief from removal available to him. So it's just, I already told y'all that something sounded murky, but the inhumane treatment, which is why I said I find it really weird that people were laughing about him being detained by ICE. Not about him being British, but about specifically him being detained by ICE. As I said in my previous video, people have died in ICE custody, okay? And the way that they're treating him is inhumane. And can you imagine how they treat other people who are not celebrities and who do not have wealth? And wealth don't mean shit to them, obviously, because they don't give a fuck about this man Bond. So I'm over it. And I wanted to give y'all this piece of information. Apparently, Virginia's Democratic Attorney General he just admitted to wearing blackface in 1980 when he went to a college party. Now, the funny thing about this is that Virginia already had a problem, already is having, I said had like that shit is in the past, already is having a problem with their governor. And this Attorney General who just admitted to wearing blackface, he was one of the ones who called the governor out when his yearbook pictures went viral. Everybody started talking about that shit. He said the photo, the conduct it captures, and the racist imagery invoked are all indefensible. The photo would be profoundly offensive in any circumstances, but it is also shocking and deeply disappointing to know that it pictures Governor Northam. He called for Northam to step down and everything, and I'm just like, sis, probably should have just sat there and ate your food. So I don't know what is going on. with Virginia, but they are not having a cute ass 2019. Virginia, you might as well join the club, because with the way that some of this news is coming down, Black History Month, they're trying to drag the shit out of Black History Month. It's like, ain't nobody having a good time right now. But on that note, I hope that everybody finds a man to steal and a boyfriend to snatch, and they have a good goddamn evening.